Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show, and in this video I want to take a look at the Amex Gold Card. Now this is one of my absolute favorite cards here in the US credit card market. This is basically a workhorse card, a daily driver, because of the fantastic points earning categories that it has. The card also has some credits that offset the annual fee, so I think it does bring a lot of value to me, but I want to be sure. So in this video, I am going to take a look back at all of my spending and points redemptions over the past year and ask the question, is the Amex Gold Card still worth it in 2023? And this video is brought to you by Aura, but more on that later. So first of all, let's give you a very brief rundown of all of the benefits of the US personal Amex Gold Card, and then I'll show you which ones I got value out of. So the card's key benefits are, it earns 4 points per dollar on restaurants worldwide, 4 points per dollar on US grocery stores, and that's capped at $25,000 in spending per year. Then it goes down to 1 point per dollar, although I don't think many people are hitting that cap. Then it earns 3 points per dollar on flights booked directly with airlines or through Amex Travel. And I personally have never used it in this category to book flights since I have the Amex Platinum, and that earns 5 points per dollar on flights booked directly with airlines or through Amex Travel. And then it earns 1 point per dollar on everything else. You then have two credits, a $120 a year dining credit that's valid at all these places, and a $120 per year Uber credit that can be used for Uber rides or with Uber Eats. And those offset the $250 annual fee. So if you use the full amount of each credit, you're left with an annual fee, or effective annual fee, we should say, of just $10. And this card fits into tier 3.5 on my 5-tier credit card system that I use to rank credit cards in the US market. I have a video on that. It looks like this. You can find it on my channel. I'll also put it on the end card of this video as well. Then there are also some other benefits like various insurances, and there's also the hotel collection, which is kind of like the fine hotels and resorts collection on the Amex Platinum, but the hotels aren't quite as high end, so they're a bit cheaper. However, you do have to stay 2 nights in a row to get any of the benefits like late checkout or room upgrades or a property credit or whatever. Now, I didn't use any of these benefits, the insurances or the hotel collection, so I won't factor them into the calculation in this video. All right, so let's get into how much of the annual fee I was able to offset through using the credits. And then after that, we'll look at all the points I earned throughout the year and their value. So the credits on the Amex Gold are split into $10 per month portions, and they don't roll over. So if you don't use them 1 month, you lose them. So for the Uber credit, let's look at that first. I literally used it at the beginning of every single month of the year for Uber Eats. And I think I would have done this anyway because I definitely order takeaway at least 1, 2, 3 times a month when I'm a bit lazy to cook. So I feel that I did get the full $120 in value out of that one. Then for the dining credit, it's only valid at a few restaurants and websites. And I looked back through my spending and discovered that I actually only used it twice at Shake Shack. So that's just $20 in value that I got out of it. And so the total for the year was $140 worth of credits that I used. And when deducted from the $250 annual fee, we are left with $110. So in other words, the card was costing me $110 per year. But that doesn't factor in the value of the points I earned from all my spending on the card throughout the year. And I give you a clue, that was a lot. But first, if you want to get a credit card or any kind of credit product, you need to protect yourself from identity theft so that no one can open up fraudulent accounts in your name and trash your credit score, ruining your chances of getting approved for anything. You may not know that your personal information may be easily accessible on data broker websites such as True People Search. Look, there are 12 Benjamin Hedges on there, but not one of them is me. And that is because of the sponsor of today's video, Aura. Aura is a complete identity theft protection, credit monitoring, VPN, and antivirus service rolled into one. They constantly submit requests to data brokers to get your personal information removed from the open internet and even monitor the dark web for personal info such as logins and passwords that may have been compromised in data breaches. They found 3 instances of my information on the dark web. Their credit monitoring service will send you an alert if there's any suspicious activity on your credit report, such as someone opening a fraudulent account in your name. Their VPN service protects your data when using the internet, especially useful when using public Wi-Fi, and their antivirus service protects your computer. It's like 7 things that all complement each other rolled into one, and thus it provides way better value than if you signed up for all of these services separately. So let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online, and if you sign up now through my link below, Aura will give you a 2-week free trial of the service. You'll be shocked at how much of your private information Aura finds out there in those 2 weeks. So go to aura.com/Ben Hedges to start your free trial. It's also linked below, or you can scan the QR code on screen now. All right, let's get back to the video. So American Express provides an end-of-year summary in PDF format where they show you a breakdown of all of your spending for the year, all of the different categories. Now, I didn't find this when I did my previous video on the Amex Platinum, so I actually had to go in and add up a load of purchases individually, which took ages, but I'm glad I found it for the Amex Gold. It's going to be much easier. So I'm going to split this up into the 2 4 points per dollar categories where I spent money, and then we'll also have the non-category spend that earned just 1 point per dollar. And then just so you know, like I said earlier, I did not spend anything in the 3 points per dollar category. So first up, we have restaurants, and in this category, I spent $7,626. Now, some of them are in a subcategory. They actually count as cafes and bars, but I did check to make sure that those ones were earning 4 points per dollar too. You have places like Dunkin' Donuts, which is, you can see there, 4 points per dollar, and it seems that most of them were earning 4 points per dollar, so I'm including them. And thus, we have the total amount of points that I earned at restaurants in 2022. It's 4 times 7,626, which is 30,504 Amex MR points. Now let's look at grocery. My grocery total was $8,685. I told you there's no chance of hitting that $25,000 cap, at least for me anyway. Now there were some other stores like Dollar General that in this PDF document were listed under general retail, but I thought they might code as grocery. However, when I looked them up on my Amex account, I discovered that those purchases were earning just 1 point per dollar, so I'm not including them. And thus, it was just the stores like ShopRite, etc., that are true grocery stores who are earning 4 points per dollar. They were listed all together. So like I said, my total for grocery spending was $8,685, and so at 4 points per dollar, that was 34,740 points earned. Then we have non-category spend, and this is going to be a bit lower because I'm pretty good at purposefully not using the Amex Gold in categories that I have bonuses for on other cards. So my non-category spend came in at just $4,780 for the year, and at 1 point per dollar, that's obviously going to be just 4,780 points. And so when we add all those totals together, we get a total amount of points earned on the Amex Gold card for 2022 of 70,024 points. Now in December 2022, I redeemed 300,000 points for business class flights from New York to London for me and the whole family, and that redemption included most of the 70,000 that I earned. Now the value I got from those points was 2 cents per point. Okay, I did the math, I looked at the price of the tickets, what they would have cost if I booked them in cash, and yeah, it was 2 cents per point in value. So that gives me a total value for that 70,000 points of $1,400. Now let's deduct what was left of the annual fee after accounting for the credits. So that's $1,400 minus $110, which brings us to a total value for the year of $1,290. Thus, this is definitely a keeper card for me. It complements my Amex Platinum perfectly, and it was actually higher value than I got out of my Amex Platinum for the year. And if you are curious to know how much value I got from the Amex Platinum and where that value came from, whether it was credits, points earned, the benefits, etc., I will put my video on the Amex Platinum on the end screen of this video for you to check out. If you want to know more about the Amex Gold, you can check out a mini review in my credit card guide. It'll be somewhere in the description below. And a big thank you to Aura for sponsoring this video. If you do want a 2-week free trial of their identity theft protection and credit monitoring service, do click the link below. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.